everybody, and welcome to Chat from Manhattan. I'm your host, Josh Brown, along with my co-host,
Caleb Luther.
Caleb, how are you?
It's been a while.
It's been a while since I've done.
It's been a while since I've done things up.
Yep, that's right. That's right. It's been a long time since we've done this, Caleb. All about
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Let's see if we remember how to do this.
We will be stopping frequently because you know what?
Because
Screw sound errors.
I'm so tired of the sound errors. It's part of the reason why we've took a brief hiatus there for that 2 weeks, that 2 week break, and the holidays, of course.
Yeah, we wanted to take a big enough break to where when we jump back in, it'll just immediately be Christmas themed episodes, and that's what it's going to be for at least the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, Christmas.
That's what you all wanted. Said none of y'all said that, but you're going to get it.
Okay, we did
get the Christmas.
You know, we did a Beatles episode and then a Beatles draft episode, and it was really good.
It was,
but then the system decided to shit. So
yeah,
we
did it all.
We did it all. We had it all done, and
it
was ready to go. And then
now no one's ever going to hear it.
No one's ever going to hear that episode, and you know, other than Nancy, who's also here. Nancy, who do you think had the better list, Caleb or me?
I think you were both winners.
You heard that?
That means
there,
me.
Folks. You heard it there.
That
folks.
means I won.
Yeah, sure.
We'll show people our picks.
Yeah,
eventually.
at some point.
Yeah,
at some point.
When we don't feel as jaded and bitter about that episode.
I'll always be forever jaded and bitter about that episode because I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
Caleb, what have you been into the last 2 weeks? I know we celebrated Thanksgiving here at home, which was nice.
And then immediately after that, we recorded the episode that never saw the light of day.
Never saw the light of day.
I've been good. Getting caught up on music and stuff. Spotify rap came out. Had a good one. Had a good run. Had a good run.
Had a good run.
Had a good run.
I had a good run on mine as well. Nancy, what about you?
Well, Josh, it wasn't that good.
Mine wasn't that good.
I had a very random piano thing on mine because Josh played it on our TV one night before bed in September, and it played all night. So then that person was somehow in my top 5.
Played all night. Jesus. See, Josh, this is Josh's problem, is that he does stuff like that. And
that's why he did it on my profile and not his own.
Josh had Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo.
He
had all those people in his top 5.
Absolutely not.
I don't remember who he had, really. I just remember Kiss and Taylor Swift was top ones.
Yeah, top 1 and 2.
Yeah.
1.
Billy Joel was my number 2.
Billy Joel was my number 3.
My 1 and 2 were also Kiss and Taylor
Billy Joel was my number 2. And he was also my number 1 song with Summer Highland Falls, which I killed. I killed that song, I'd say, between March and now.
Yeah.
Killed it. So, makes sense.
I had Jason Isbell at 4, and who was 5? Not important, I guess.
Yeah. Other than that...
Jimmy Eat World. Jimmy Eat World was my number 5.
Yeah, Jimmy Eat World.
I think.
Other than that, this weekend I decided, since I guess it's one of the... Honestly, from everything that I can tell, when it comes to international movies that are like foreign language movies, I've never seen a movie shoved into the mainstream quite as big as Godzilla -1. Came to our theater, our little theater, and it was immediately put in the big theater. That's where I watched it. First time I've ever watched a movie in theaters where I just subtitled the entire movie. It was awesome. It was an awesome movie. It was the best Godzilla movie I've ever seen. It had good human characters, which made the Godzilla stuff even stronger. Because Godzilla, you know how they try to make in the American movies, they like, well, he does cause a little bit of destruction, but at the end of the day, he's a good, kind of a good guy. Him and Kong are gonna fight together. This Godzilla's just a menace. He just shows up. It's like, oh, my bad. He just starts destroying stuff. And his first scene in the movie, he starts like biting people in half and like smashing them and killing them. It was awesome. So that's the Godzilla you get. You get a scary Godzilla with a lot of good human emotion with these characters. It was really, really good. Not just a good international blockbuster, but probably like the best blockbuster, obviously. That and Guardians 3 are like neck and neck for me. So if you're a Godzilla fan, you need to check out Godzilla -1. You know, it's fantastic. Almost as good as the Matthew Broderick Godzilla from the 90s.
Oh.
With the Brain Stew Godzilla version is better than the regular Brain Stew by Green Day, because it's not because it has the Godzilla like, but there's like orchestra in it, and it's awesome. That's the first version I ever heard of that song. Yeah. So whenever I heard the regular version, I was like, "What is this? This doesn't have the cool stuff in it.
This doesn't work."
Green Day.
Well, the 2 weeks that we've been out, Nancy and I had quite a experience. Thanksgiving, we went to Knoxville to see Kiss for the second time. Well, Kiss canceled, of course, because of Paul Stanley's sickness, so we didn't get to go see Kiss. But we haven't told him the story of what happened while we were down there, did we?
No.
Okay, so I told you we were going to that Christmas Expo thing, right? The Christmas Expo that the Children's Hospital put on. Well, we said, we're already here. We'll go to that, see what's going on. Okay, so we go into this place. It's packed, dude. Like, you wouldn't think it would be that packed, but it was wall-to-wall people annoying the hell out of me.
Well, it was a lot of kids, and it seemed like it was a family tradition type of thing of, like, a lot of people seemed like that lived in the area would go there the day after Thanksgiving, which was the day that we had to go.
So, again, families annoying the hell out of me. And we go to see the gingerbread houses, and we are there about an hour already. Okay, and we're just getting to the gingerbread houses. The fire alarm went off. We had to leave.
What did you do?
We didn't do nothing, dude.
Knoxville hated us.
Knoxville,
It was Kiss. Kiss did it.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Josh was wearing a Merry Christmas shirt, and that's what did
That
it.
Caleb bought me.
Yeah.
So it was you. You were the problem. You did this.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that. And then so to supplement that, I watched the Kiss final concert pay-per-view.
All pay-per-view.
And that was something. Have you seen the thing that's going on with them? The Avatar thing. What do you think? What do you think?
It's stupid.
Yeah,
It's dumb.
it's dumb as shit. Is what
Why would
it is.
anybody? Why would
It's
anybody pay
stupid.
to go? Why would someone pay to see
Why would
that?
you? Why would you?
There's not even a live performance, right?
No.
No.
It's not like Gorillas where they're playing. Sometimes they play behind the stage, but they have the animation up on the screen.
No, this is just completely, totally.
That's dumb. I've seen a lot of
dumb.
people be hyped about it. I'm like, why? You're kidding yourself, buddy.
Yeah, it's
You're
like
kidding
that.
yourself.
It's like ABBA's already done that.
And the avatars don't even look like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're not even blue. I'll be here all week.
I hate you.
You know, like in the movie
I hate you so much.
Avatar.
I hate you.
But yeah, I think it's
really
dumb.
do. I think it's stupid. It's pretty much the equivalent of paying like arena money to go watch a 4D movie. When you think about it,
It's not even that good either.
because it's going to be like,
Because it's Kiss.
but you're fine. I mean, I'm not going to pay $200 to go watch a movie of Kiss that has some pyro and smoke. I'm not going to do it. It's dumb.
Well, it's not even. It's animation, right?
Right.
Or
Yeah.
like a. Yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's
Okay.
dumb. So, yes, Kiss, 1973, 2023, they're done as far as I'm concerned. They're done. I'm not going to go watch a stupid concert, and I use quotation marks around concert, because it's a movie.
Yeah.
It's a 4D movie for $200 a pop. I ain't going to do it. Forget it. Ain't happening. I ain't that dumb.
Nah.
I ain't that dumb.
$10 maybe.
I don't even know if I'd do $10.
Gosh,
if it was in a movie theater, but not in an arena.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's dumb. It's stupid.
And for us, you'd have to travel far for an arena. So what cost? You know.
Yeah.
If you was playing at like the Coalfield Jamboree down the street,
If
that's
it-
a little different. But
Here's
it's
the
like you have to travel to at least like Kentucky. Or
If it was in
Ohio.
like Charleston and somebody gave me tickets, I
Yeah.
would go. But I'm not paying for that.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for that. Ever. Because it would be so you know what it feels like to me? It would be the equivalent of like they don't even have a band playing with it. It's just going to be
know.
pre-recorded music.
I know it's dumb.
It's dumb. Let's move on.
It's like going to watch Taylor Swift live. A lot of backing.
Yeah, I know a
tracks.
lot of backing tracks for Taylor Swift.
Actually, that's kind of any big band nowadays, backing track. But it's majority of it's live anyway. But this is just all nothing.
Yeah.
Fake.
Yeah.
So it's dumb. Yeah. Moving on. What's the topic? Is that the next thing?
I think that's what we're on. Is that what we're on?
Well, we're definitely going to take a break.
We're going to take a break before we do that. That's for sure.
But the topic, of course, is going to be
Christmas movies and
Christmas movies and Christmas specials is what we're talking about.
That's what
today,
we're talking
folks.
about, our faves, our favies. So we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Then we're back.
The
Caleb,
sponsors were sick. You know what our sponsor is?
what?
My new album.
Oh,
The Exit album. Put it out this past Friday.
did.
It is just doing like enormous numbers. It's probably not. It's probably not doing enormous numbers. I haven't checked. But I liked it a whole heck of a lot. And maybe you will too.
We thought it was good. We thought it was mid.
You know what, Josh?
We played it for our nieces when we took them to see Santa Claus, and they said, "What the hell is this? Get this off of the radio."
That sounds about right. That sounds about
Play
right. to me.
Shawn Mendes.
Yeah. But yeah, it's
Shawn
it's streaming on
Mendes.
on stuff on all the things.
Streaming on all
Pandora,
the
you
things.
got it. Pandora.
iTunes,
Pandora.
Spotify.
Is that what's called Pandora?
Pandora?
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of Avatar references today.
Apparently.
But it's all there.
Too bad.
It's pretty good.
Too bad that Avatar's overrated as hell, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah, it's actually perfectly rated.
I don't think
where
it
it
is.
is.
I don't think
It's perfectly rated at that sweet spot between 79 and 85% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
No need to get into that though. But yeah, check it out. Streaming.
Check it out.
Onto the topic.
On topic, Caleb. How are we gonna do this? We doing movie show or movies?
Mine's
then
just
shows?
ranked. Mine's just ranked whatever. I got a 10 through 1, and
Well,
it's not split up in between.
Oh.
Yeah, there's 5. Yeah, I have 5 movies and I have 5 movie specials. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's what we said we were gonna do, but they're not like in a row. They're
In
all
their own.
they're mixed up.
Okay. Well,
Just in the
whatever.
quality, you know.
Okay. You
In-
ranked
in
them.
terms
We
of
didn't.
quality.
You ranked them. We didn't. So
Well, you know,
We
you
didn't
know,
communicate.
nope.
it wasn't about communication.
It wasn't about communication.
It's
All right,
Christmas.
Caleb. Go ahead with your.
So this is Christmas.
Go ahead with your number 10.
Well, I was going to throw in a couple honorable mentions. 'Cause,
Oh, okay.
you know, I had to cut a lot. Once I decided that, oh yeah, we should do 5 and 5. I was like, man, I got to cut a lot of movies. So I had 8-Bit Christmas, Scrooged, Krampus, Gremlins, Emmett Otter's Drug Band Christmas, A Christmas Story, and The Nightmare Before Christmas. I had to cut those. Didn't like doing that, but
Okay.
but it was necessary.
Okay.
It was necessary to get these in, especially this number 10.
Okay.
Number 10 is, apologies to Nancy, A Charlie Brown Christmas.
Christmas time is
1965. You know, when you get into the meat of it, aside from just the soundtrack, it's just, oh god, it is sublime. It's so good, especially like the instrumental, like jazz numbers are just like incredible. It's if you want to look deep into it, it's kind of boring, but that's the point. That's the point. That's Charlie Brown. That's Charlie Brown, folks. Charlie Brown's and Charlie Brown may be at his peak of depression during this special.
He's got a rock.
I assume that one of you two at least have this one on here, but so if you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to yet. But yeah, I really liked that one.
I assume that you do.
I
Go
do-
ahead
I
and
do-
talk about it then.
No. Whenever we get to her number, we'll do it.
She doesn't have them numbered.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have them numbered.
Okay,
so
yeah,
I
you can go.
I can go.
Okay,
ahead
go
and
ahead.
do
Yeah, you're
Charlie
right. You're
Brown.
right.
Yes.
We'll go ahead and talk about it. Yeah, you liked it. That's enough.
I do.
Just kidding.
We bought a Charlie Brown Christmas tree from CVS to decorate our office with, and I got Snoopy in the puffer jacket. Love him.
Cool.
That's
Sweet.
all I got for it.
Does he wear that in the movie? I mean, in the special.
I don't think so. He's just cute.
Yeah.
That's all I got for him.
Yeah.
He's cute.
What about you, Josh? Do you have this on your top?
Nope.
He has not seen it yet.
Not seen it.
You've heard the music, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He bought me the 3 DVD set, so we watched the Halloween one at Halloween, and then we watched the Thanksgiving one. So we're getting ready to watch the Christmas one soon.
Christmas one's the most iconic out of them, so
Yes, and
Okay.
it does have the best music.
yeah, it's sick. Yeah. So yeah, that's the first one. Josh, what's the first one you want to talk about here?
I'm just gonna get this one out of the way because you're gonna be like, it's not a special. It's not a movie.
I said it's a special. I said
No, I'm
specials.
talking about what I'm getting ready to talk about.
Okay.
What I'm getting ready to talk about. My first one is Hawkeye.
Okay. Whatever.
Hawkeye.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, I'm surprised. I figured it's like,
Well, it's
not a special.
It's a TV show, and I purposely avoided TV episodes, but whatever. You can do that. I don't care.
Good. It's my show. I'll do what I want to.
Do it.
I will.
Okay.
I picked Hawkeye because it takes place at Christmas and it's great. And it's a good show to stand alone by itself.
Great.
I
Yeah.
told him it wasn't
great.
a special.
It's great. It's not great. It's kind of forgettable. The best thing about it is that it takes place during Christmas, and you do get
Yeah.
those Christmas vibes.
Yep.
But 6 episodes, really?
Yeah.
It didn't need. There's not story there for 6 episodes.
Well,
Maybe
that's your
3.
That's your
My
That's
correct
your opinion.
opinion. I agree.
That's your opinion.
It's not a special. Josh consistently breaks the rules on all these by like picking like nothing but Paul McCartney acts
I
for the
can.
'70s album.
I can. It's my show. I'll
It's
do what I
not.
want to.
It's not a Christmas special.
It's my show. I'll
But
do
you know
what I
what?
want
I
to.
got one on here that
my show.
may make me a bit of a hypocrite later.
My
for
show.
saying
My
this.
rules. Okay.
Well, I own half the show.
Do you? Not until you pay something you don't know. You don't own shit.
Hey, you see, I bought these mics for us.
You did not.
I did actually.
You did not buy this microphone.
You're right. I bought these microphone stands.
My stand, but it was your birthday present.
My bad. You're right. I don't know what I was thinking, Sam. But I did.
I bought these microphones.
But I was
You
the
ain't
first
bought
one
a
to
damn
buy.
thing.
I was the first one to buy my mic.
Yes. But you bought Josh the microphone stand for
You're
a
right.
birthday present.
I did. I was like, this is a good idea. But I also bought myself one. Okay. Yeah, you're right. My
Nancy,
bad.
you.
No.
It's Caleb's turn again.
Okay. Before I
Oh,
go
yeah,
to-
you were talking. Okay.
But
Never
first
mind.
you need to take a commercial break.
First, we're going to take a commercial break. This is Hawkeye. That was a great word from Hawkeye, folks. Okay, folks, you caught us. Okay, we're trying to make sure this episode doesn't screw up. Okay,
Yeah.
And I think that's okay with you folks because y'all want to hear the episode.
Yeah.
Moving on.
To number 9.
Number 9 is another Christmas special. Honestly, most of the Christmas specials are on the back half of this list.
Okay.
Because they're not as good as the movies for the
Okay.
most part.
Okay.
But this one is the only Rankin Bass one I have on here. And it's number 9. But you know what? It is great. And that is The Year Without a Santa Claus.
Yeah, I have The Year Without a
I
Santa
also
Claus too.
have that.
From 1974.
Yes.
Me and Nancy, we all have it.
I'm Mr. White Christmas.
So we can all talk about this one. You have this on here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I've said that 3 times now. Pay attention.
Let's call it what it is. Okay. This is clearly the Snow Miser and the Heat Miser
Miser's
show.
yeah.
Without them, it's not as memorable. Yeah,
agree.
it's good. You know,
Yeah.
but Santa Claus is kind of a wuss in this. He's like, oh, I'm sick with illness in my bed.
I don't want to go this year.
Yeah. I don't want to do it, Mr. Claus. Poppycock. No. So yeah, the thing that elevates it for me is the Snow Miser, Heat Miser, particularly Heat Miser,
Yeah.
because both numbers are essentially the same, but the Heat Miser is a little slower and smoother. It's just better. The guy's voice is just like it's like butter. It's like butter. You know what
Butter.
sucks about this is that soundtrack not on Spotify.
Really?
Yeah, I was trying to find. I was making a Christmas playlist, and I wanted the Heat Miser, Snow Miser song on there, but I could only put covers on there because it's not on there. So yeah, it sucks. They have the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but they don't have this.
I'm too much.
What do y'all-
Apparently, it's too much for them
What do
to
y'all
put that
think
on
about?
Spotify.
What do y'all think about The Year Without a Santa Claus? Since you have it on your lists here,
I also like
it's
it
good
for the
right?
Miser Brothers.
The Misers,
And
right?
I like Little Vixen whenever they put the socks on her ears to make
Yeah,
her look
yeah,
like a
it's
little
funny.
dog. Just cute.
Yeah, it's very.
Which
very-
one? Okay, which one has the
Uh
I
huh.
was about to call him the Iceman.
Jack Frost.
Jack. Is it Jack Frost?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's a bad guy in one, then he's a good guy later on.
Abominable.
No, not Abominable.
Bumble?
No, dude. No. This is the guy, they go to his cave and he's bad, but then they do something for him and then he's good. Help me out, guys.
Bumble.
That's Bumble, the abominable snowman.
No, not him. This guy speaks words. He's I think maybe he becomes Father Time eventually. Guys, come on. Are you kidding me?
No.
I didn't dream this.
I think you did because I don't. Know
I was
what you're
thinking.
talking
I was
about.
thinking one version of him is in this movie, but maybe not. I just watched it for the first time in a while last year. You know what? Forget what I said. You guys are playing me.
No,
you guys
I
are
mean-
playing me. This is the guy.
You are talking to Miss Rankin and Bass over here. She doesn't know what you're talking about. Then God
apparently
help her.
not. You know, maybe she needs to get a little bit more Rankin Bass over here.
Yeah.
What else do you have to say about this? Because I'm completely screwing it up completely by adding in like my own lore. You have this guy that hangs out in a cave and makes ice.
I'm also a big fan of the two elves that are completely incompetent that go to try to save Christmas
Yeah, they're good.
and just cause the mayhem.
Yeah,
Mayhem.
mayhem. Yeah.
Mayhem.
What about you, Josh?
I'm good.
Talk about the Iceman.
I don't need to talk about the
Okay.
Iceman
The
because he doesn't
Iceman that
exist.
doesn't-
No, it exists. I just don't remember what movie. Is it? Could it possibly be Santa Claus is coming to town?
Maybe.
Because he shows up. Because he starts off as a bad guy, but then he turns into a good guy. Somebody helps him, and it's not Bumble. Okay, it's not that son of a gun who can't speak words and he has a
He
toothache.
gets all of his teeth pulled.
It's not him. It's another. Forget it.
Herbie
That's-
is like a horror man.
That's well, you guys. I'm sure that'll be on here. It's not on mine, but you guys can talk about
Well-
when we get to it. Do we want to take another break, or do we just want to jump into the next one real quick?
We're gonna take a break.
Okay. Okay. We'll take a
take a
break.
break.
Okay.
Sponsor. Bumble.
Bumble.
Hermes Teeth. Hermes Dentist.
This is sponsored by the Iceman.
Number 8.
Number 8.
Caleb's number 8.
This one's a movie.
Oh God, it's a movie.
I don't know if you all seen this one.
Muppet Christmas Carol.
Number 8.
I guarantee a Muppet Christmas Carol is number 1 because that's Caleb's.
I've got a Muppet Christmas Carol sweatshirt on today.
Right, which means that you have Muppet Christmas Carol at number 1.
You don't know that.
I do know that. I do know that.
My number 8 movie that I'm not sure you guys have seen. It's from 2011, and I rewatched it for the first time in a while last year, and it is a Christmas classic that people don't want to acknowledge. Okay. It's called Arthur Christmas.
Okay, no, I haven't.
Haven't seen it. British CG animated movie. I watched it in theaters back in the day with our friend Chris. Mm-hmm. We might have watched it in 3D because that was during the 3D era. And this movie's about the Santa Claus family. Mm-hmm. And there's a main Santa Claus. There's a grandpa Santa Claus that's past his time and he's old. And
maybe that's where the grandpa thing come from, where Caleb was talking
about. Grandpa is the Iceman. No,
none of these are Icemen. They're all Santa Clauses. And then he has an older Santa Claus has an older son that wants to be the next Santa Claus, and the youngest son who's just a scrawny little guy who works inside the letters to Santa office or whatever. And they discover that one of the presents that night didn't get delivered, and so some of them are like, it's just one present. We can't do that. We don't have enough time. So him and his grandpa and the really old like reindeer that's like it probably is like a grandpa reindeer. They decide to take the mission on for themselves to try to deliver this present to this family. It is great. It's a great action movie. It's a good Christmas movie. It's fantastic. Nobody talks about it enough, and but I'm talking about it right now, folks.
That's fine. You can talk about it.
That's Arthur Christmas. Bill Nye. Bill Nye.
Bill Nye.
Nye from he's in Shaun of the Dead. He's the he's Sean's stepdad or whatever. He plays.
Sorry, Philip.
He plays the grandpa in this, and he's really really good. And James McAvoy plays the youngest.
Cool.
Son. It's great. Yeah, looks good too for being 12 years old. Looks really really good. What's your? That was my number 8. I know you guys don't have numbers, but this is technically
a movie. So what's your first movie on your list?
Is it a movie? You don't have to be a
Christmas movie. I mean, I was just saying.
You don't have to be a movie.
With the flow of everything.
I guess you could if you wanted to.
Dennis the Menace Christmas.
Oh, Nancy's throwing it. This had to be the one that had a 20% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Had to be.
I did not look up this one on Rotten Tomatoes because I just didn't want to know. I wanted to keep the joy in my heart.
Is this animated or
no? It's live action.
No, it's a straight to DVD movie.
I don't know if you knew this, but there's no good Dennis the Menace.
This one, is good.
Does this have the actor from it, or is it just different?
I honestly don't know enough about Dennis the Menace to know, but me and my dad watch it every year so much that his DVD got worn out. And when we went on a trip earlier this year, I found the DVD for $1 because it's also out of print. They don't make it anymore.
I wonder why.
But we found it for $1, and we bought my dad a new one, so Josh will get to watch it soon.
Oh no, Josh!
Oh boy!
Oh boy!
Christmas!
Dennis the Menace. Huh?
It's good. He's a menace,
oh, it's good,
he takes the old man's vintage stamp collection, and it's like, I saw you had these Christmas cards that needed mailed, so I put all your stamps on them.
That's so Dennis.
It's
just like what he would do.
What a menace!
It would do menacing like things, you know.
And then to spoil the end for Josh.
Oh no, Nancy! Come on.
Do you want me to tell you?
Or
do you want to be surprised? I'm gonna let him be surprised.
Let him be surprised. My gosh, this is Dennis. This is a.
What's your first movie, Josh?
My first movie is a movie that Caleb absolutely hates, but I absolutely love it, and I really don't.
I don't hate it. Okay.
I bet you do.
I bet I don't.
I bet you
do.
You
want me to name it?
Yeah.
I don't hate Jingle All the Way.
How did you know?
Because I know that you guys
have that on my
there's
list.
a misconception. So you guys can talk about it here. There's a misconception. It's just not very good.
It's not good. Dude, it's not good.
And it's not one that I rewatch every year because I don't think it's very good.
It is not. Well, I don't care.
I think it kind of sucks.
I don't care if it's
actually.
good or not. I don't care if it's good or not.
You're right. I do hate it.
It's a nostalgic trip for me.
I did love it when I was a kid.
Always watch that movie every single year.
I did love it as a kid, though.
I learned today that there is a second one.
Yeah, we don't talk about
Oh, yeah, it's got Larry the Cable Guy in it.
I have not watched it.
Neither have I.
Didn't know it existed.
Let's keep it that way. Let's
and
not
I'm
watch
pretty sure it's a WWE Studios film.
Maybe.
Put that cookie down! No!
Yeah,
it's quotable, and I quote it
I think
all the time.
I think my resentment comes from the fact that it's trying to become a Christmas classic.
Because it is.
It's not.
It is.
It's not in the same vein as like a Christmas with the Cranks or like Deck the Halls as like just complete trash. It's not as bad as those, I don't think.
I would never,
because I know a lot of people like to consider those like, oh man, that's a staple.
I would not put Christmas with
I
the
hate
Cranks
it.
and Jingle All the Way in the same breath.
Jingle All the Way is better.
But
we've even talked about, I don't know if it was Nostalgia Critic or if it was just us that talked about how it would have worked much better as a dark comedy.
What, Jingle All the Way?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
If it would like amped it up a little bit, because there's a lot of meanness to that movie and like a lot of capitalism and a lot of I don't understand the messages in that movie at all.
It doesn't have to have a message.
Oh, it kind of does because it's all over the place,
man.
It
does not have to have a message.
Okay. What do you think, Nancy?
It's a family movie.
What do you think, Nancy? This is on your list too.
Yes, it was also on my list.
Why?
I used to watch it every year because it would come on ABC Family, 25 Days of Christmas.
You have to,
and I would watch it, and I just enjoyed it.
You have to remember.
I had it on
the end all be all is Caleb Luther.
I had it on VHS, and I'm pretty sure I wasn't watching it around Christmas. I was watching it like April and May.
You just gotta remember that.
They had Turbo Man at Walmart last year, and he ended up going on clearance because nobody would buy him.
I wanted him.
Because he sucks, you know.
I wanted a Turbo Man doll. Very badly. Very badly.
You should have called up Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he could have got you one.
Apparently not. He barely could get his freaking kid one. He tried to steal poor, what's his name?
Sinbad.
No.
Oh, what?
What's the neighbor's name? I can't remember for the life of me.
Phil
Hartman. Tried to steal Phil Hartman.
Steals the movie. Phil Hartman. Rest his soul.
Rest his soul.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Is that all you have to say about that movie?
Yep. Jingle all the way. Go watch it. It's worth your time.
Yeah.
Yep. Because he got to. Your number 7, Caleb.
My number 7.
Your number 7
is a new holiday special classic that you all still haven't watched.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special came out last year. Mm-hmm. Great, super great. Has all the elements of a great Christmas special. Has animated parts. It has a great Christmas soundtrack. It has a good crime element because the main plot of the movie the special is Mantis and what's Batista's character's name? Drax. They go to Earth and they steal Kevin Bacon. They steal him and bring him back to because Peter Quill said he misses Christmas. And we're gonna get him at Christmas. And we're gonna steal Kevin Bacon. It's great though. Has a lot of good revelations about the characters that ties in directly to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and it's a little emotional. There's a little bit. There's a Yondu moment in it that's touching. Especially if what happens after 2. But yeah, if you're into those MCU movies, and even if you're just obviously if you're just a Guardians fan, this is a must watch. This is one of my favorite things that they've done on Disney Plus so far. So aside from maybe Loki season 2, it's probably my favorite thing they've done. What's next for you all?
Nancy.
Pinocchio's Christmas.
Nancy's doing.
This was the 20%er.
Oh no. Is this a Rankin Bass?
No. Is it?
Is
it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's they have some wild ones that nobody talks about, and this is one of them.
I didn't know that was
this is one of them, so
I love it. And I don't care who knows it.
Well,
poor little Pinocchio, he's a big old liar. He joins the circus and runs away from home. Papa Geppetto almost freezes to death trying to look for him, but then they all get back together for Christmas.
Well, spoiler alert, now I know I have to watch it.
You just ruined those 30 minutes.
Yep.
I think it's like an hour.
Oh no, Pinocchio, what are you doing?
It's one of the longer ones.
Oh god.
There's a whole lot of things that go on along the way.
Is this on your list, John?
Buddy, I didn't know this thing existed. How would it be
I did
on my
know
list?
that it existed. Whenever I was looking through the Rankin Bass movies, I was like, I'll avoid that. I'll avoid that.
It's on the DVD set that we have.
Because as we all know...
Is it?
Yeah.
There's only one good... My bad. There's only 2 good Pinocchio movies. One of them's the original, and then the other one's a Guillermo del Toro movie. Everything else is an abomination.
What about the live action Disney version with Tom Hanks? That's amazing.
No, that's awful.
You have not even seen
that is awful. Don't get me started. Don't get me started on the Jonathan Taylor Thomas one from the 90s.
God,
yeah. Terrible.
Yeah.
He even looks like Jonathan Taylor.
Christmas.
What's your?
I didn't have that, but we can talk about another one.
But we were. I know you didn't have that.
Oh, I know.
I wanted you to just name your next one.
I was going to if you give me a moment. That's why I was looking at my list. You need to calm your ass down.
You made it. And I was like, damn. It's 7 a.m.
Yes, you need to calm down. So we're
You
gonna.
made it seem like it was a shock that you didn't have that on your list.
Why would it
The
be
world
a
is
shock?
You're like, well, I didn't personally have that
I didn't
one.
personally have that one, but now we're gonna move on.
My list is wild cards. And I
Ap-
knew that a
apparently.
lot of it would not overlap with you
Mine's
two.
apparently super traditional.
I'm gonna put Frosty the Snowman.
Okay.
Happy birthday! He's an idiot.
That's one of the better Rankin Bass
He's an
ones.
idiot.
I agree, dude. Now I think about it, it's not one of my favorite Rankin Bass.
He is.
It's one of my least favorites.
Well,
Because it's not
honestly.
stop motion, it's just
Yeah, it's
2D
just anime.
animation. So I'm like,
It's
oh,
a classic,
what are you guys
though.
doing?
It's a
We do
classic.
have a little Frosty. He's over
Don't you think it
there
would?
right
Don't you
now.
think it wouldn't?
Yep.
Don't you think it would have been better if it was stop motion?
Yeah.
Probably.
Would have been more.
Probably.
Because I like the animation of the Frosty that's in the Rudolph movies in the actual stop motion better than I do the
I love that
animation
guy.
of Frosty.
Is he
Are you talking
considered
about,
Frosty?
Like, Bert Ives or
His
whatever
name
it
No,
is?
they're the one that's in like Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July.
I've never watched that.
I've
And
never
then
seen it either.
there's
See,
like a couple other ones. that
You've
he's
thought too
in.
much of our Rankin Bass knowledge. We've only watched Rudolph and Rudolph's Shiny New Year.
I am
okay?
very experienced.
I know. I just mean out of the Rudolph movies.
Oh, yeah.
We've only watched that one in Shiny New Year
And you
just
know-
because of one thing in Shiny New Year.
Listen. If Shiny New Year would have been, because we
Completely Christmas,
discussed
but
this
it's
in the
not.
car. We discussed this in the car. I was like, if Rudolph Shiny New Year was eligible, that would be like
It's really
my top
not.
special.
It's not really Christmas, but
Because that's what I told him
yeah.
preemptively.
Somebody broke
Because
my
he had
chair.
not made his list yet, and I was like,
The Little
Josh,
Bear. The
Shiny
bear
New
scene.
Year does
Little
not
Bear.
count.
it's really the only thing worth watching.
Dude, it's
It's
great.
not a very good little movie, but
It
like or
doesn't
special,
have to
but
be.
like the bear.
It's the bear.
Yeah, the bear.
The bear is the
So
star.
Frosty.
Frosty.
What else you guys say about Frosty? You like the song?
I like the song.
The
I
song
do.
was written by a man from West Virginia.
Oh
I did not know that. Did you know that?
no, man.
I'm
Nope.
pretty sure.
I didn't know that.
Maybe I just lied. I don't know.
I just think Frosty's an idiot, and that's just kind of gives it its charm. And he
Frosty.
melts at the end, and he dies, so that's
Aw.
okay.
He comes back alive.
No, no,
Josh.
it comes back alive.
God, Josh, don't ruin it for the kids out there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you going to say something about Nancy ruining Dennis the Menace's Christmas or whatever the hell that movie's called?
Nobody's gonna watch that. Everyone's gonna watch Frosty
Apparently, I have to watch it later.
tonight. But yeah,
Okay.
is that all you got for that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Frosty Snowman. So we did some research, and Nancy did not lie to people. Frosty the Snowman's writer is actually from West Virginia. The
Cool.
more you know.
Sweet, sick. Number six.
Number 6.
I've got. This is the one that I was talking about that may or may not make me seem like a hypocrite after you did the Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
This is considered a Christmas special. It even has Christmas special in the title,
Okay.
even though it is a series finale for a show.
Okay.
The British people do weird stuff, Josh.
Oh, I know they do.
They do weird stuff, and this is the Office, the UK Office Christmas specials. It's 2 episodes back to back.
Okay.
This is the series finale.
So it's 2 episodes back to back.
It's-
But mine was wrong.
It's
You're
a
so sick.
just for the record. It's called the Office Christmas specials.
And Hawkeye is not called Hawkeye the Christmas.
yeah,
special.
Josh.
Guess what? Y'all both can kiss my ass. It's there.
So why this exists is that the show ends after season 2,
Mm-hmm.
and Ricky Gervais's character David Brent gets fired from The Office. This takes place sometime after that, with David Brent going on like a world tour trying to make. Thank you, Josh, for this Hershey kiss. David Brent trying to write off his fame for the documentary that aired.
yeah.
and he's
Oh,
not.
Is this where he tries to like become a musician or something?
He does a cover of a. Oh gosh, what's the song? Because the bloopers are look up the David Brent song bloopers from the Christmas
Okay.
special, because it is literally the funniest thing. What's that song called? If you don't know me by now.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He does that, and it's a short-lived music career, and he's going to like clubs and bars, making like appearances. So the majority of the show takes place during their Christmas party.
Mm-hmm.
So like the girl that, let's say the Jim character confessed his love to, has moved to Florida with her boyfriend. So she comes back, and it is literally the perfect series finale for a show. And what makes it all the much better is it has just doused in Christmas spirit. So many great songs. This is where I was introduced to "Wonderful Christmas Time" by Paul McCartney, because they were playing it, and
we will talk later.
they play. It's not a Christmas song, but they play "To Become One" by the Spice Girls. Just really a lot of good emotions. It makes me cry every time I watch it, and it makes me laugh a whole lot because David Brent is just an asshole.
That's because Ricky Gervais is an
He's
asshole.
an asshole. I agree, he is. But yeah, you know what? I would say even out of context, even if you never watched The Office UK, you could walk into this episode and with subtitles on because my God, these people.
We have trouble with the British Baking Show.
Dude, they're speaking another language on that show. But yeah, you can walk into it and get the gist of what has happened prior, and it's still an effective 2-part finale.
Yeah.
So there you go. What's next for you all?
Jack Frost from 1979. Rankin Bass.
Nancy just keeps hitting us with, my God. Okay.
Have you seen Jack Frost?
I have.
Okay.
It's not one of my favorites.
It's not one of my favorites either, but I mean, it's okay.
So it's not Jack Frost that's in the cave. In one of those earlier movies.
No.
Okay.
It's not damn Jack Frost.
I was thinking this character becomes Father Time that I was talking about somewhere along the line. Okay, continue. Jack Frost.
Jack Frost.
Not the Michael Keaton.
No.
That comes later.
Not the horror movie Jack.
No.
The Jack
But
Frost
the Rankin
comes
Bass
later.
Jack Frost.
Jack Frost comes later.
They use ice as money. And that's all I need to say.
Tell us why you like Jack Frost.
They use ice as money.
Tell us what you think.
Well, I've been doing Jiminy Glick every episode, even that Beatles one that no one gets to hear.
Yep.
So what is it about Jack Frost that you like?
Yo, they use ice as money.
He's a stalker.
What happens if it melts?
Is he a good guy?
I mean, he's a stalker.
Oh, is he though?
Is he?
Poor
Yeah,
Jack,
he
kinda.
is. He has
Jackie.
to become a real boy because he thinks
Jack.
that this woman is in love with him.
Oh, Jack.
Which
And
come
then
to
she
find
marries
out.
somebody else.
Yeah.
Jack Frost. So this is the one. He's not a big guy. He's a smaller guy.
Yeah.
He looks
Yeah.
kind of like a Peter Pan kind of character,
Yeah.
correct? But he's kind of like icy.
He goes by Jack Snip.
Oh, Jack, what are you doing?
I can't say it.
Is that all you have to say about old Jackie Poo?
Yeah, I don't feel like I need to defend myself to you two.
Okay, whatever. Hey, yeah, it's probably better than Pinocchio. What's your next one, Josh?
Well, I mean, we already kind of touched on Rudolph, kind of, a little bit. But I put Rudolph.
So you guys can talk about Rudolph now.
Yeah.
So I know it's on
I mean, you
Nancy.
can talk about Rudolph.
It's not on my list.
What? Rudolph's not on your list?
No.
What do you think about Rudolph?
I can only have
Nancy, why do you hate
Christmas
Rudolph?
specials.
Yeah, why do you hate Rudolph?
Okay.
Rudolph
I love
Rudolph is
him.
just all over our apartment and stuff, but you hate
Okay,
him.
what is it about
apparently.
Rudolph that you think is good, Josh?
What
Is
do
it
you
the
mean
fact that it's good?
Yeah, it's the fact that it's good and it's a classic
A
and
little long.
And he has a constant sinus infection.
Yeah.
yeah.
My name is Rudolph.
My name's Rudolph.
Rudolph. I'm the worst
Are you
character.
Squidward? What the hell?
I'm the worst character in the special.
Clarice is the best.
I saw
Who is that?
The girlfriend.
the girl.
God.
You know what's funny is a guy. There was a TikTok that Nancy showed me the other night, and it was of
Was it the
Rudolph.
guy recapping Rudolph?
The guy recaps Rudolph because you know what Rudolph's problem? Why nobody wanted to be around him and stuff like that? It wasn't that he had this red nose. It was that stupid whistle sound every time his nose lit up. Have you noticed that
What
in
a-
Rudolph?
Yeah,
It's
what
like
a
it's a constant migraine.
It's a constant migraine.
he's a man. He's a
bitch.
He's not.
He's not.
Can we call it what it is that he's not one of the best characters in a movie that's named after him? Am I right, guys?
Yeah.
Guys. Okay, just making sure. Obviously, the silver
Clearly,
and gold
Harvey
guy. No, the silver and gold guy is the best. What's
The
his name?
snowman? Bert Ives, the snowman?
He's the best character.
He is the best character.
I mean, come on now. I mean, come on, am I right?
I would say Hermie, though.
He has the best song in the special as well. I'm now eating a Hershey Kiss now.
You're eating Hershey Kiss? That's fine.
I'm eating one of the Grinch Hershey Kisses.
We're eating Grinch Hershey Kisses, and that is sponsored our episode.
Is that all y'all want to say about Rudolph with his nose so bright?
He did not guide a sleigh. Rudolph's Shiny New Year is better than Rudolph.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not. But
It's
that
not.
one scene is
But that
better
one scene
with
is
the
better than-
bears.
Okay, here's the thing.
Look up the bears.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. That one scene is better than Rudolph.
I agree. I'd rather watch it.
I'd rather watch that one scene than watch Rudolph.
That voice
I'm just
actor.
saying.
You put Rudolph on your list.
Because the
Because
movie
I
as a
can't
whole,
put Rudolph's Shiny New Year.
Rudolph Shiny New Year as a whole is not as good. There's
Right.
like- yeah,
But that one scene
there's like a
is better than
vulture.
everything in Rudolph.
Yeah.
But also Santa Claus and Rudolph is an ableist.
He's also an ass.
Oh yeah, he's a jerk. He's like Rudolph.
Rudolph, you're disabled. Get out of here.
And also,
Yeah.
you know what else? The dad is also a bitch.
I
Rudolph's
agree.
dad is also a bitch.
Everyone's a jerk except for the people that he meets along the way.
Yep.
He's like,
really.
I can't let people know my son's deformed.
I wouldn't
Put
go
some
back.
Mud on his
If I was
nose.
Rudolph, I would not go back.
I would have let Bumble eat him.
Don't go.
Honestly,
Well, I mean, He just had a toothache, Nancy. Give him a break. Come on now.
He's wanting something to chew on.
Poor guy. Bumble is the most under.
Bumble is the true victim.
I was thinking last time I watched that last year, I was thinking he was in it a lot more than he is. He's not.
He's not.
He's not in it very much.
Because
Yeah.
dude Cornelius is
He's the
one.
character. He's the guy.
character.
He's the guy.
He's
He's
the guy.
Nigel Thornberry before Nigel Thornberry.
He kind of was. He
That
kind of
big
was.
with a mustache. And
Yep.
Is that all y'all have to say about that?
That's all I have to say
It's a
about
Christmas classic. Let's call it what it is.
Rudolph.
I don't have it on here, but it's a Christmas
Yep,
classic.
it's a classic.
So, yeah.
All right, Caleb, your next one.
Number 4. Wait, no. Where am I?
That's number 5.
Hold on, wait. I think I'm on number 5. Yeah, number 5. My bad.
Number
I almost
5.
skipped. Oh God, I almost skipped a classic, and I started watching it yesterday because I usually watch it at the beginning of December, then I watch it right as we're hovering right around Christmas. It's the last Christmas special on here.
Okay.
It does have the Muppets in it.
Okay.
That is a Muppet Family Christmas, a long forgotten sort of special.
I have never seen the special. I
Oh
don't
my
think.
goodness gracious!
Don't think
Recently
I've
they have restored it, and you can watch it in 1080 on YouTube.
Nice.
Because before it was just ripped right off of the VHS from '87, and it has like you can hear like when the episode's ending, you can hear when it's ending.
The white noise.
You can hear like the people like advertisements for the next thing coming up,
Oh my
like
God.
during the credits. Yeah, you
Jesus.
still might hear that.
Yeah.
But they do have this on DVD. I've heard the DVD cuts out stuff. Let's just put it this way: '87. It's the last thing that Jim Henson did before he passed away. Muppet oriented.
was. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It has literally, I think, every single character that is a part of the Henson Company in it.
Mm-hmm.
It has every character from the Muppets. It has every character from Sesame Street. Every character from Fraggle Rock.
Wow.
And they all come to Fozzie's mom's house
Mm-hmm.
during a snowstorm. They hang out and they sing Christmas classics. And there is nothing cozier than that special. I'll tell you this much right now. It is incredible. It warms my heart every time. Jim Henson makes an appearance at the end of it. It's really good. It's the cream of the crop, folks. Watch that on YouTube for free. Literally for free. It's for free? It's like 40. It's like maybe like 47 minutes long.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Cool.
Incredible.
I can't say I've ever seen it, but I'll watch it though.
Oh God, it's so good. The Swedish chef, a turkey shows up, and like Gonzo, I think it's Gonzo or somebody's like, "Turkey, I don't think you should be here," because the Swedish
get
chef's
out.
like, the Swedish chef wants to cook that turkey, and it's just so cool to see all those like Big Bird and Bert and Ernie and Oscar the Grouch. I'm thinking this might have been one of the first appearances from Rizzo the Rat, too.
Yeah.
Which is funny because it's literally the same voice as the turkey. And I'm like, who's who? Who's who here, folks? But yeah, I know you haven't watched it, folks. Watch it. Even if you're just a mild Muppets fan, it brings all the Muppet feelings and Sesame Street feelings. And if you're a Fraggle Rock fan,
Yeah.
it does it. So
Phenomena.
I don't know if that guy's in it. I don't know if that thing's in it.
Phenomena.
I might have overspoke when I said every Muppet character. Okay, Nancy, you want to wait because you're one ahead of us, or do you want to? Do you want
It
to
doesn't matter because I've only got one Christmas special.
I only have one Christmas special left as well.
do the Christmas special?
Santa Claus is coming to town.
He is.
Santa Claus coming to town.
So Santa Claus. This is about the origins of Santa Claus, correct? With the guy who looks like Patrick Stump at the beginning, with the
then
red hair.
How he meets Mrs. Claus too.
Oh,
This has Burgermeister in it, correct?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't think I have seen Santa Claus.
I'm telling you, this is
so
the one.
good.
This
It's
is
my favorite.
This is the one that has the evil character.
It might
in the
be now
cave.
that you say that.
Yeah,
the
I just
guy-
rewatched it last year.
Oh my god, you are right.
I know I am.
It's the
Don't look
guy-
so stupid now,
It's the
do
guy
I, folks?
who's the ice. He is an ice guy in the cave, and he's like looking on the crystal ball
Yes.
at them.
Nancy knows.
And then eventually, I don't know if it's the same character, but it's the same puppet. At least, like the same little character
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
that eventually is somebody else. That's a good person
in another movie.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's what I thought.
because it's the same puppet, but I don't. think
But he
it's
starts
the
this
same
one off
character.
bad, though.
Yeah,
But then Santa Claus uses his charm. He's like, hey, buddy, don't be so bad.
brings him a
Sugar,
choo-choo
we're going
train.
down. Sugar, we're going down.
he carves him a choo-choo train because the guy. Now that you say it, the guy goes, a choo-choo.
That's exactly
I've
what happens,
always
Nancy.
wanted
See,
one.
the folks thought I was crazy at the beginning of the episode, but I'm not.
I still think you're crazy.
I'm not crazy. I was
Still think
correct.
you're crazy.
I'm
This
sorry.
movie, this one is fresh in my mind. I watched it last December, okay? so I should know.
And I don't think I watched it last year, so that's why it was not fresh.
I love
for me.
the Mrs. Claus in that movie. It's so
Yeah,
cool.
she's so sweet.
Yeah, she's so cool. Josh,
Yep.
what's next for you?
I'm sorry, I was just eating nuts because I haven't seen this one, so I didn't know what y'all were talking about.
Oh, you've never.
You're gonna have
Nancy.
to watch him get his choo-choo train.
Yeah, watch the Iceman.
Okay. Well, my final
The-
one.
the-
What?
His name is the Ice Wizard. Is that not his name?
I think
or Snow
so.
Wizard or Winter
It's
Wizard?
something like that.
It's Wizard. Something Wizard.
Winter
He's
of-
got a staff.
Yeah, Josh.
Winter
he,
Wizard.
He looks like
he looks bad.
Gandalf.
He looks evil. He's like, oh, I'm evil. Ugh. A
he
choo-choo.
looks like Gandalf, but he's blue.
It's a goose. All right,
Speaking of,
I'm sorry,
A goose.
Caleb.
Josh. What's the goose? What's
my
next?
my final
Special.
special is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, of course.
The animated one.
The animated version.
The
Yeah.
half an hour one.
The half an hour.
Far superior.
I
Shut
disagree.
your mouth.
any
I
feature.
disagree, but
Oh no.
I disagree.
No, there's only 27 to 30 minutes worth of story to tell in any Grinch story.
But how it, we'll get to it later because
I'm just
because
saying how it
the Grinch movie is on my list as well.
Listen, I know it is.
You know it is.
You know it.
Look at our house.
Hey, if you want to know my true feelings about it, watch the Jim Carrey ranking episode. Okay, folks. I don't think I dogged it that
Speaking
much.
of,
I don't think I dogged it too much.
Can we sidebar real quick? I don't need to talk about the Grinch. We know what the Grinch is. It's iconic. It's probably the most iconic Christmas special of all time.
The animated.
The animated one. We don't need to talk about it.
Not Rankin Bass either.
No.
It's just Dr. Seuss. Yeah, it's...
Did you? Go ahead.
But it's on my Rankin Bass DVDs, which is weird to me.
Well, it's just a holiday special DVD.
What if it is Rankin Bass and we're not thinking? Nah, it looks too good.
It might be. It might be under the same publishing
Like
company.
the same company.
Because it looks way better than Frosty the Snowman.
Can we take a sidebar real fast? Because
Sure.
did you notice the thing that I sent you? Because we were talking about Spotify Wrapped earlier. Did you see the screenshot that I sent you about what our most shared episode was of this podcast so far?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't see
You know what
that.
the most shared podcast episode from Spotify is?
What?
The MySpace episode.
Really? That's one of our least That's one of our least downloaded episodes.
But it's the most shared.
We were upset about that. We're like, oh man, it's MySpace, people.
Our most listened to episode, though? Movie Experience.
Of course that is, yeah.
But remember, MySpace was our most shared podcast episode.
Yes, and this all ties into the Grinch
Yeah. Bah humbug.
somehow.
But no, well,
Yeah.
I don't understand. Folks, if you shared that episode, let us know why. Let us know why you shared that one of any of the others. Yeah, I'm just curious. Just
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh well.
So you don't want to talk about? Let's call it what it is. This is called How the Grinch Stole Christmas, correct? It's
Yeah.
called How the Grinch Stole Christmas, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. And then you're gonna have another How the Grinch Stole Christmas on it. Okay.
Movie.
Yeah. So you're done with that. Okay.
We're done with specials, right? Everything else is movies, correct?
I mean, like I said, mine was all mix and match, but I am personally done with specials.
Okay. All right.
Moving on to number 4. This is a semi-recent Christmas classic, as far as I'm concerned. The raunchiest of the Christmas movies on here by far, and it's not Bad Santa.
Okay.
It is The Night Before, with Seth Rogen, Anthony Mackie, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it's Christmas, some of it is Hanukkah based because Seth Rogen's character is Jewish.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically just about them getting back together as friends on the night before Christmas
Yep.
and just getting loaded.
I don't remember a lot about the
We
movie.
watched it. You watched it for the first time not long ago. I watched it with you all. I watch it every Christmas. It's basically about Seth Rogen's fiance buys him a package of all the drugs you could ever take. I don't think there's heroin in there, like anything like that. But there's psychedelics, there's marijuana, there's cocaine. And he's like, you can have this night to yourself and do all these drugs because I know you haven't done them in a long time, and we're engaged, and I'm having a baby soon. And Seth Rogen does all those drugs. And compared to other recent Seth Rogen movies from that era, he's usually the straight guy. In this one, he's not. Like Joseph Gordon-Levitt's the straight guy. He's a very sad, pathetic character. But they get into a lot of mischief, and Miley Cyrus has a cameo in it. And she sings Wrecking Ball. It's just good. It's ridiculous, but I think it has heart when it comes to friendship. And watch that one. It's really, really funny, folks. The Night Before. It wasn't a big hit. So
I wonder why.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's hard sometimes. 2015, they were like, Star Wars is coming out in a few weeks. Screw
Yeah.
this. They did the
Yeah.
same thing to Krampus. They're like, yeah, we would need to watch Star Wars. This is going to go places. Yeah, The Force Awakens. And I still like The Night Before Krampus more than The Force Awakens. Sorry, folks.
Well, it's okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, not sorry.
It's fine.
But yeah, The Night Before is,
Well,
it's splendiferous.
well,
What's next, Nancy?
Nancy.
I assume nobody had The Night Before. No big deal.
No.
Okay, whatever.
Home Alone.
Okay.
Okay. Home Alone's
Hey,
good.
Home Alone is good.
Home Alone's great,
Classic.
actually.
Home Alone is
He
a
just got his star on the Walk of Fame.
Yep.
It was very moving. But where was Kieran Culkin? Where was he? He better have been shooting something and couldn't get off schedule. Because Rory Culkin was there.
Yep.
Not Kieran, though. Kieran's the most popular of the Culkins nowadays. He
Yep.
was in Succession. He wins awards. But I still love Macaulay Culkin. I'm hoping, I know he's had somewhat of a resurgence. He showed up in, like, American Horror Story. I'd like to see him in, like, movies again.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
really like him. He shows
Deserves.
up on some Red Letter Media episodes, and he's such a good guy.
Yeah.
He's very knowledgeable about film. What do you like about Home Alone? What do you like about Home Alone, Nancy? Is it because it's cozy and comfy
Yeah.
and
It's just good
and
fun.
like
And crazy
and
and
several
insane.
and several murders take place.
The big spiders in your face.
It's a great Joe Pesci role where he has to manage his curse words. Can't do them.
Yeah.
Can't do them. Frickin'.
It's like, I guess it's like the kid fantasy thing of like, if I was home alone, what would I do? And he just causes a bunch of mayhem.
Murder the same two guys like 5 times.
Murder Joe Pesci.
Murder Joe Pesci. Said he's head on
Daniel
fire.
Stern. Well, Daniel Stern gets the worst.
Yeah.
Home Alone 2 is also really good.
Okay, Nancy. Here's what I was going to say. I'm sick and tired of people convincing and tricking themselves into thinking that Home Alone 2 is better than Home Alone.
It's not.
I won't have it. First off, it's ridiculous that Home Alone 2 exists with basically the same plot.
Yeah.
There are at least 50 more murders that happen in Home Alone 2.
There should be
That was the sound of a
CPS
tool
needed
chest.
to step in at that point
Donald
because, like,
Trump
you
is
all
in that
left
one.
that kid twice.
Donald Trump is in that movie. You know who else is in that movie? Rob Schneider. Okay? So, but Tim Curry is
That
in
was
it
the
also.
sound of a tool chest coming down the stairs.
And I do like watching Home Alone 2, but it is not
It's not as
Home
good as the
Alone
first
1.
one.
It's just not.
It's not.
You can't capture that kind of
Because
magic
here's
again.
the thing about Home Alone 2. Home Alone 1 kind of has a bit of, I don't want to say realism to it, but
It does until the murders.
Yeah.
right. But
Until
it
the
has,
traps and stuff
it has,
like that.
Well, some of the traps
Or like
are
stuff a kid
plausible.
would say.
Yeah, for murder.
Yeah, they're plausible
For murder.
Well, but I'm just saying
They'd all
it's-
die.
It's plausible. Some of it's plausible, like the paint can. Is paint cans in 1 or paint cans in 2?
Paint cans is in 1 because it's in the house.
And you know what those would do?
Kill,
Murder.
Kill a man.
I don't think it would kill him.
In the head, like far away?
Yeah, it'd concuss him, but it wouldn't kill
You
him.
need to watch a movie called...
Wait, no, they did that on MythBusters, didn't they?
It would be murder. You should watch... There's a YouTube video where
Mm-hmm.
they discuss all the injuries, and they're almost...
Yeah, I think it was
they're-
MythBusters that did that.
But this isn't MythBusters I'm talking about. Somebody did do a YouTube video
Yeah.
about both movies, and nearly all of them are murders.
Anyway, it's some of the stuff that happens is plausible. Like,
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Not the blowtorch to the top of the head. That is nowhere near plausible.
Well,
It sets your house
the
on fire.
electrocution in the second one, where you literally see a skeleton.
But also just the
Jeez.
unplausibility of a child being able to get a hotel room at that fancy of a hotel by
Yeah, the second
himself.
one.
He had money.
Yeah, the first one makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
They have all those kids. It makes sense a little bit.
Kevin!
It's good.
Nancy didn't know that.
I love the John Candy little cameo of him in the van that
Mm-hmm.
he gives the mom the ride home.
Reminiscent of planes, trains, and automobiles, pretty much.
Yeah, just trying to get home.
I did
Nancy
not
did not
know
know
that
that,
the mom was
Catherine
Moira
O'Hara
Rose.
was Moira Rose from Schitt's Creek.
Yeah, she's really great.
Yeah.
She's so great that like the character she plays in Schitt's Creek is literally unlike anything I've seen her do.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't know.
Because she plays
that it
several
was
characters
her.
in Nightmare Before Christmas too. She plays Sally in that, and like one of those like evil kids with the masks on. Do you have that on your list?
No.
Okay. We'll jump into yours.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm going to go ahead and get one out of the way that's going to be controversial.
Oh no.
And
Oh, no.
I'm going to say Die Hard. Because
Okay.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Sure,
I don't care
you
what
can
anybody says.
label that in the way that In Bruges is.
Sure.
And I don't have In Bruges on my list.
It's Die Hard.
Is In Bruges better than every single movie I have on my list? Yeah. It is. But I don't get those Christmas feels.
Yeah.
And if I don't get the Christmas feels, it don't make my list,
See, that's
Josh.
the thing. I don't understand how people argue that it's not a Christmas movie.
It's not a Christmas movie in the way that it feels like a Christmas movie.
Right.
By default, it is. It takes place at a Christmas party.
Yep.
That's about the extent
He
of
literally
it.
says, "Now I have a machine gun, ho ho ho."
Sure. I mean, sure.
So-
I'm going to watch it for Christmas.
So it's Die Hard. You know what I mean?
do
Do
it.
I have to explain Die Hard?
Hey, you can. Yeah, it's a classic, and none of the other ones are. So
I agree.
I think the fourth one's my second favorite one. And
I've lost
it's
count how many
it's
there is.
PG-13. It's Live for Your Die Hard. It's got Timothy Olyphant in it. I watched it in theaters as like a 16-year-old. I thought it was pretty badass.
I have them. I just don't remember a lot about anything after 2.
All right, so you don't have to talk about.
Not gonna talk about Die Hard.
Okay.
Don't need to.
Okay.
Don't need to.
Well, I think it's time for a break.
Yes.
That was a heck of a break. You know,
Small break. Quick
small
one.
break, small 2-second break. My number 3 is will be a lot of people's number 1, and if it wasn't for 2 other movies that I think are better, this would be. I watch it every year. It does give a Christmas feeling, I think, unlike any other Christmas movie, and it's a straight up comedy also, and that is indeed Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Some people consider it the best of the vacation movies. I still like National Lampoon's Vacation the most.
Yeah, I would agree.
But I will say,
I might honestly like European Vacation better than Christmas Vacation.
Josh, that is quite literally. I was gonna say Christmas Vacation and National Lampoon's Vacation are the only vacation movies I like.
Well, I'll disagree with you, and that's okay.
It's not better than Christmas Vacation, but okay, whatever.
It's better than Vegas Vacation.
God, Josh, what
Vegas
is it?
Vacation is not good.
Sucks. But and it's better than Ed Helms Vacation, which is like semi. I
still haven't seen it.
It's not. It's not good. It's not good, Josh. Don't do it.
Wasn't gonna.
Christmas Vacation's it's really good. It has so many memorable lines in it. It has I know Chevy Chase is a really crappy a-hole person in the movie and in real life. But just classic. His outbursts, his classic outburst is just iconic. Cousin Eddie before the actor lost his marbles, hilarious. You serious, Clark?
It's a Jelly of the Month club. Keeps giving all
Bill
year round,
Murray's
Clark.
brother, who's the boss of them, who's a capitalistic jerk. I don't know. Great.
It's great.
I love all the family stuff. The scene where he goes up to the attic and listens to the Ray Charles song and has those weird clothes and going through the old footage and he has his hands on us.
And then he falls through
Great.
the ceiling.
Love it. It does bring a certain like family Christmas feeling element that I think maybe only one other movie has, which was in my honorable mention, was A Christmas Story. I don't think there's any other movie that kind of matches that feeling of Christmas. It does feel like the old Christmases I'd had when I was a kid, going to family's house, and it's hilarious. It's not like it's not overly sentimental. I wouldn't say it's sentimental at all, really. Just really funny. And nobody else has this on their list.
Nope.
What the hell's wrong with you guys?
Play ball.
The Blessing.
I'm surprised that Josh doesn't have it on his list.
Well, Josh likes European Vacation more for some reason.
No, here,
And
hold on.
It's not a very good movie.
When I have my other 3 movies, you'll see why.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
What's next for you, Nancy?
The Grinch, 2000.
The Benedict
Jim Carrey.
Cumberbatch Grinch.
Yeah.
Ugh,
So, How the Grinch Stole Christmas from 2000, directed by Ron Howard, folks.
yuck.
Is there any other character in this movie that's good besides the Grinch? Nancy, take it away.
All of them.
Nancy, let's be real with ourselves now.
Max.
I think the sisters are good.
Max doesn't count. He's a dog.
he counts.
He
He's
is
a
an
character.
actor. How dare you?
Do
how
not
dare you?
disrespect
Don't you dare
him.
disrespect the animal
And
actors
he's
of this
fantastic.
world.
Okay, he's fantastic. Well, what do you think of the Faith Hill song? Do you love it?
I like it when Cindy sings it.
Who's a singer now? The actress.
Yes.
Yeah, she sings like a metal band or like a rock band or something, doesn't she?
And she was in Gossip Girl.
Didn't watch it. Didn't watch The Thing. Didn't watch.
Hot take.
Oh God.
Better be a good take.
Let's hear it, Josh.
Where Are You Christmas is the lowest point of the movie. It is the lowest point
But
of the
she's
movie.
got that weird looking.
I have to watch it again. I watched it last year for the first time in a
pencil?
while.
And she's got the little flashlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the lowest point of the movie for me. I think it honestly brings the movie to a screeching halt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screeching halt, just like this train that's going by.
Yeah, that's going to bring the podcast to a screeching
Well,
halt.
luckily,
Well, the Grinch was also on your list too, right?
Yeah, but I still have more. I have more to talk about. Though,
nah, we got the Grinch out of the way.
What else do you have to say?
It's the Jim Carrey show. It's probably the honestly.
He's really good.
Yeah, and
He is.
It honestly is like it's Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey, but it fits the role.
Oh, the
the
makeup.
role.
Well, the makeup's really good too.
Yeah, but they also drove him insane doing the makeup.
That being
because
said,
how
the
long it
Who's
took.
are horrifying. Get out of
Oh,
my
they are.
Get out of my movie.
They are.
I don't like any of them. I don't like a single one of them. Not one of them. But Jim Carrey is very good. It's just I'll say it till the day I die.
Jeffrey
That there's
Tambor.
not 100+ minutes worth of movie here.
But-
Man, I'll say it, folks. I'll say it till the day I die.
But it's the fact that the two old women that took him in were swingers, because whenever he's flying into
It's a
town,
key
they're
party.
having a key party.
Well, you know.
Sometimes you just
They're
gotta
wild.
What do you think of Young Grinch?
I love Young Grinch.
Who was the boy from Passions? You remember the
Yeah, little Timmy.
I don't even know if he was a boy. He just that's how he looked.
I think he had a condition.
I'm thinking he passed
he
away.
Was, he was older, but he just perpetually looked like a little kid.
Yeah, him shaving his face off was kind of sad, but not really. It wasn't that sad. Folks.
It's really sad whenever he just like climbs up on the mountain by himself and he's just sitting there as like just a little kid. He's like, I hate Christmas. He's just sitting
I'm going
there.
back to Passions.
I hate it here.
Where's my witch? I think it was a witch in Passions, right? Was it a
Yeah, because he
Okay.
becomes a living doll.
witch? Okay, yeah.
I don't know what you all are talking about. 'cause
I think
I've
that
never
train
seen
isn't
it.
coming by.
My mom watched Passions, and so he was a living doll.
When I go to my grandma on like days where I didn't have school or before school, it would be on. That show would be on. So,
I have no idea. What
so
all
you have
are
anything
even
else to
remotely
say about
talking
how the Grinch stole Christmas?
No, I think I'm good.
Well, we got a couple more. So
Yeah,
let's.
we
I've only got one more, and I
Yeah.
know that it's going to be on your list, so I'll just wait until then.
I have two more.
Two more. So, my number 2 is a bit of a shock. Hasn't been in my top 10 the past several years.
Okay.
And the reason why is easy
Okay.
because this son of a gun just came out. and We watched it a couple weeks ago. The Holdovers.
It's on my list.
I was actually surprised by just how much of a Christmas movie this is. It is undoubtedly up until like the very end, where it more becomes like a New Year's movie. But I'd say the majority of the movie takes place between mid-December to January 1st.
14 days until Christmas.
Yeah, something like that.
So
I love this is my favorite movie of 2023. I'm having a hard time seeing anything surpassing it. Honestly, it's classic vintage Alexander Payne directing characters that are just so sad, but there's humor to it. This movie's hilarious.
It
actually,
is.
gosh, a great
Paul Giamatti is just.
I'll be very upset if he doesn't get nominated for Best Actor.
He won't.
I think he might, and I'll also be upset if it doesn't get nominated for Best Picture because I mean, come on. I mean,
It's great.
this thing, gosh, oh. No, I
So
can't.
good.
It's available right now. You can buy it for $30 digitally, or you can rent it for $20. I'm debating because I don't think it's going to be released physically till February, and I need to watch it again before Christmas with my family because it's just that good.
Yeah.
It has a classic Christmas soundtrack. It has all the imagery. It's filmed like it's literally filmed like it takes place in the 70s because the film does take place in the 70s.
Yeah. The trailers are good too. The trailers really gave a that 70s feel.
Oh yeah,
stuff,
and
too.
that carries over to the movie completely. Some really funny parts, but also some tragic parts. You know, like you got the cook character who has a really tragic backstory, and she's not like a one note character.
Yeah.
There's three main characters in this, and they all get the appropriate amount of screen time. So I'd love for all those actors to get some acting recognition. It's just a great movie for the holidays. Honestly, if I'm thinking deep down about it, I said before it's probably the best Christmas movie I've seen in 30 years. I'd say technically it's better than my number one as a movie, but the number one is just it's number one. It is number one, you know. So
Yeah.
okay,
The
Josh.
Holdovers was on my list. Yes.
Holdovers is on your list.
Holdovers was on
Oh
my list.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wasn't sure if you liked it quite that
Oh,
much,
yeah.
but okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's great, undeniably.
Yeah.
I can't imagine anybody walking away from the Holdovers and not
liking
really
it.
liking it.
Yeah.
I loved it, but
Yep.
yeah, I really wish our theater would have got it. I would have went back and watched it so hard.
Yeah.
Loved it. So
We need to try and catch Dream Scenario before it leaves.
yeah, it's just playing so late.
It's
You
just
know,
so late.
9:30 movies are just I can't do those.
I gotta go
anymore,
to bed
man.
at some point.
Yeah.
I'm old. I'm an old codger. I can't stay up that late no more.
I assume the Holdovers was not on Nancy's list.
It was not, but I did really enjoy it.
What the hell's wrong with you, Nancy?
I know.
You know that good that movie's better than every
I
movie
didn't
we've
think
talked
that
about.
I didn't think we were going to count it because we saw it so recently.
Yeah.
No, I counted it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, this is a classic Christmas movie.
That was the first movie on my list, actually, when I was making movies.
I wanted to do this episode specifically to center it around the whole. Not really, but yeah.
We did get to see the Holdovers while we were on our little break, and it was.
I'm glad we were able to support. I don't know how well it did at the box office, but I'm glad we were able to give it our
$30.
Well, I gave it about $7.
Yeah.
So
I was talking about collectively between all of us.
oh yeah, something like that.
Well,
yeah, catch that movie, man. Like, let's say if the rent cost goes down a little bit.
Yeah.
It's anywhere between $5 and $10. Do yourself a favor and watch that for the holiday season. Right now, it's $20 to rent. I'm not sure if you want to pull. You might as well just pull the trigger on $29.99 if you're going to do that.
Yeah, just own it.
Yeah,
because you'll probably watch it every year, honestly.
Oh, this is going to be a staple. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
So
there's no fat to be trimmed on that movie.
You want me to do my number one? And I assume you all have this on your list, maybe?
I think
oh my God! You don't know me. You don't know what my number one is.
You don't know my number.
I saved it because I think it's your number one.
This is my number one. Okay.
Would you like for me to go ahead and tell you what my other movie was before?
Sure.
Yeah. It's a movie that we watched last year, Violent Night.
It's a good one.
I love that movie.
It is a good one.
I love that movie. It is.
Yeah, it's
Die
fun.
Hard and Home Alone together at the same time.
Fun, man. Those
so fun.
Those Home Alone scenes, like I was talking about murder.
Yeah. These actually do murder
the
people.
The violence in the Home Alone-esque scene in Violent Night are super visceral. I had to whenever we watched that in theaters, I had to turn my head. I was like, oh gosh.
Yep.
There's just something about those kind of violent moments. I'm like, oh no. Nails going through your feet or nails going through your mouth. Or
every
like
time we see that, you and I both just go.
Yeah, okay, I legally watched it last year after we watched it in theaters.
Yeah.
I watched it in theaters, so then I found it on a Fire Stick, and I watched it with my mom and dad, and they really enjoyed it too. So if it's streaming, I'll watch that one again.
Yeah,
no doubt.
All right, we'll take a break, and then we're going to talk about the number ones of everyone.
Number one for me will go as no surprise if you follow me anywhere. Is that it's the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Shocker!
I know, right?
Oh my God!
That was also my last one.
So, I mean,
y'all need to get with the program. It's not that good.
No, dude, it is that good.
It's the best iteration.
It actually gets better.
It is the best iteration.
It literally gets better every year, and I'll speak about that after I say this. But I recently bought the record, the vinyl for it, the limited edition one that has like a beautiful art on the front, and it has like literally every character in the movie. And the record itself is like a ghost blue.
Oh, that's cool.
It's based off of the
I haven't seen the
Marley
vinyl. I've seen the.
So I made that my record of the week at work because we also getting judged on Christmas doors that we've made, which is Muppet Christmas oriented, not necessarily Muppet Christmas Carol, but Muppet Christmas. So whenever our doors is going to be judged this Friday, I will be playing that soundtrack on Spotify. I'll be like, hey guys, this is the music for it. But here's why it gets even better with the age. I mean, I've always loved it. I had it on VHS as a kid, and my office partner Will has several copies of it on VHS, and we have it propped up in our office right now. I'm like, oh, that's sick. It gets better with the age because I remember looking on Rotten Tomatoes 10 years ago, and this movie had a 65.
What the hell?
You know what it has now?
Probably like an 84.
It has about a 77, 78 right now. So within 10 years, it has went up 13%. Yeah, I know it should be in the 80s or 90s. Yeah. I know that. But I think it will get there with time. And I think a big part of it is because the original cut that was released in theaters, they cut out a very crucial song, but it was available on the VHS. So that was the version I always knew. Yeah. So if you own the VHS, but then whenever it went back to streaming, they took it back out. They took it out, but then they recently put that version back in. You just have to go to the bonus features. You can watch the full movie with that extra 4-minute long song, and that really ties everything together, and it makes Scrooge's backstory even that much more emotional. Yeah. It's the When Love Is Gone. And the movie ends with When Love Is Found. And it's what makes it so good is that Michael Caine treats this movie as if he is acting in an Oscar kind of caliber movie. They take the source material very serious. Yeah, it has the Muppets in it, and Gonzo plays Charles Dickens, and he's actually the most crucial Muppet in the movie, which I love. But they play the source material completely serious. It gets scary, it gets dark, it's funny and lighthearted. It's sad and bittersweet. It is the best adaptation of A Christmas Carol to me. Sorry, folks. Nancy, take it away.
I also agree that it's the best adaptation of A Christmas Carol. The close second to that for me is the Mickey Mouse one.
I can see that one. A lot of people think that one's the best one.
They're wrong, but that's okay.
I really like Scrooge, but I don't like Scrooge as much as Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
And they even did a movie last year, which I kind of liked. It's a musical, and it's weird because I liked the movie, but I didn't like the music in it. And that was Spirited with Ron Reynolds and Will Ferrell. That is loosely based off of Christmas Carol.
We
also.
watched that? Did I watch that?
I watched it on Apple TV Plus.
Okay, then I definitely didn't watch it.
It's good, but the musical numbers really kind of drag the movie down. Whereas Muppet Christmas Carol, holy cow. Banger after banger after banger. Let me tell you what, folks, my God, the writer, they brought back the original writer from the Muppet movie for this one, and he goes all out, my God. Marley and Marley, God, it feels like Christmas. One More Sleep Till Christmas. Sorry, folks. Sorry, folks. It's the best. It's the best. I'm sorry. If you don't agree, I'm sorry. It's the best. Christmas Story. Psh, psh, psh. What's that one movie? A classic Christmas movie.
It's Wonderful Life.
Wonderful Life. Psh.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Muppet Christmas Carol far superior to all those.
You know,
it's not even close.
You know one special that we forgot?
No, we didn't forget it. I just didn't bring it up.
I
didn't bring it up. I didn't bring it up just because of that, because what that guy has had put against him lately. Are you talking about the Bill Murray?
Yes. What's been going on with Bill Murray? What have I missed?
Dude, they canceled a whole ass movie because he was inappropriate with staff on it. Yeah. Yeah.
Bill, what are you doing?
Yeah. With that being said,
Santa Claus wants some loving.
You know what? Sometimes I get a little edgy on this show, and I'm just gonna whisper it to the folks. I'll probably watch it on Netflix this year. There's something about it, I really love when they have the Maya Rudolph characters there, and but yeah, it's loose and all over the place and dumb.
Yeah,
it's not as good as a Muppet Christmas.
No,
but whatever that Bill Murray Christmas special is on Netflix, there's a George Clooney cameo that just cracks me up every time.
It's great.
What else we got to talk about? Anybody else got anything? Christmas movie special? Anything that you hated not being able to include?
Well, I didn't include
Muppets
Christmas Carol because I knew you all would include it, so I wanted to have something different.
What a cop out! My God.
No, I just wanted to have more stuff on the show.
Embarrassing.
That's why I put The Office Christmas special on there.
Exactly.
I could have put an episode of The Office, but it felt like a cheat.
That's fine.
Whereas Josh put a whole ass miniseries on there.
That's okay. And you know what?
Which I'll stand by that miniseries.
I don't give it.
It's not even one of the best. It's not even one of the best Disney Plus shows.
I don't care. I put it on there anyway. Okay. Again, it's my show. And I'll do what I want.
I thought the mic's okay. I don't know why I thought that.
I made your logo. I'll take it away. You'll just have a little
take it away.
Blank thing on there.
Good luck.
So
I can find it anywhere. Good luck.
We're not drawing for next week. Week we're continuing the Christmas magic, folks. Yep. Next week we're talking about what is it that we're talking about? Christmas music, songs, right?
Sure,
is that what we're talking about? We're just going to talk about some of the best. It doesn't have to be ranked.
No, we're just going to talk about some of our favorite Christmas music.
Maybe go through the eras of Christmas music.
Sure.
You
can if you want.
The Renaissance times, God rest ye, merry gentlemen, stuff like that. Who wrote those songs? Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
The Gregorian.
They came from the festival times.
The Gregorian chant of Jesus born on a hill or something.
You know what's weird about Christmas music like that is that I am not a religious person in the slightest, but there's the compositions on some of these songs are so good that you'll have me chanting stuff that I can. Oh, do you see what I see? I got a whole Christmas, folks. I got a whole Christmas album on Spotify where I cover songs like these, like "God Rest Ye, Merry Gentlemen" and "Do You See What I See." Yep. So, because I think that they're good, they're well written songs, and I like a lot of the more modern stuff too.
Yep.
And I'm up at Christmas Carol.
Muppet Christmas Carol is going to be on.
I don't have to talk about it necessarily. I mean, I'm going to talk about outside of soundtrack stuff.
Okay.
So
okay. Well. Anybody else have anything else to say?
I'm good.
All right.
I hope you all are ready for a very festive couple of weeks from us. I don't know if we probably won't put out an episode the week of Christmas. Probably.
No.
Seems like a bad move.
Plus, Monday is Christmas.
Exactly. So we're not. Yeah. Sorry, guys. But we'll hit you with some stuff that
Maybe we'll put the Beatles thing out that week, and then they
maybe.
can vote on whatever.
But we'll put out some stuff there towards the New Year that
Yeah.
maybe some revisiting of our year as a podcast.
Yeah, our first year as a podcast.
Because that first week of January, I believe, or what was it? Was it the first week of January? Or was it December 31st that we did
was
this?
December 30th, I think, is when we put the first episode out.
So okay, so
we're
that'll be
coming up on a year.
A year.
Coming up on a year, man. Time flies. Jesus.
A year, man.
Caleb, where can people find us?
You can find us by typing in Chat from a Hat on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and you can email us at chatfromahatcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, send us some emails. Leave your comments of some of your favorite movies and Christmas specials, and we will talk to you next week about music again.
Christmas music.
Christmas music. We're going to get into the deep topic. We're going to actually dissect Wonderful Christmas Time is what we're going to do. That's going to be the whole episode, an hour-long dissertation.
Are we
It's about
recording
Paul
still?
McCartney
Yes.
being a witch.
Yeah, Paul McCartney is a witch.
Oh yeah.
So
The moon is right. It all depends. Like, do you think he says moon or moon? I guess we'll find out. Tune in next week.
tune in
folks,
next week
for the
1 hour
stupid song.
dissertation. Sampling.